All right, we are back with more random battles to the top. I think we decayed. Oh, we didn't decay. We just lost. So we're 2256 right now. Slowbro into Magmortar is pretty good. They can't do a lot of damage. We have a free T-Wave. Yeah, this is definitely fine. T-Wave, slack off, and anytime you can T-Wave an offensive Pokemon, you generally want to do it because you turn it into a liability, typically. Okay, well, that's not great. But it's very not great. So I can do it again because I have regen to absolve me of my mistakes. I guess that's doing too much damage. Hold on. Ordinarily, it would absolve me of my mistakes. A little bit unlucky there. I don't want to get knocked off again. I'm just going to Drain Punch. Earthquake, okay. Well, this is kind of fine. This Magmortar is doing a lot more work than I thought it would. I didn't want to go to Manaphy because I don't want to get knocked off, because Manaphy is really good, but it can be a liability. Oh, well, they have Screamtail. I can go Slowbro on that, kind of farm it. Okay, I can slack off here. Oh, I'm going to get trapped, but I can T-Wave it. Oh, no. Okay. No! Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm not going to T-Wave it, so that's bad. Well, I can T-Wave it if I don't get flinched. Okay, that's fine. It's not ideal. It's not, terrible, right? Yeah, we'll Shell Side Armor again. Okay, not the end of the world. Not great, obviously, but the question is now what? I don't have a immediate one-hit KO option. I like Cloth. The reason I like Cloth is that to get through, you have to hit a Focus Blast through Para. Or you're going to activate Anger Shell, or you're going to crit, never mind. I was going to say, either you have to Focus Blast to one-hit KO, or if you Psychic Noise, you don't knock me out, and then you activate Anger Shell. Was what I was going to say. But I guess not. Okay. We'll go back to Emboar then. We're going to have issues with that Screamtail. Yeah, activating Anger Shell would have been nice, but it's fine. So we are in a lot of trouble, but I think... Do we know Dazzling Gleam or Play Rough? We don't. Okay. What if I Trailblaze one time? So they... Okay. We Speed Tie. Cool. Okay. They wished. Okay, now we're heading somewhere here. Now we have power coming in. We feign, well, we get the burn, which I appreciate. Okay. Now, this could have Encore. Yeah, it does have Encore. Okay. They go to Magmortar. This is fine. Fire Blast doesn't knock us out, so we can Rock Slide. Okay. Get the flinch. Perfect. Okay. Now, we don't actually beat Screamtail 1v1 as such because we don't have enough PP. Hornleech isn't good enough. However, we can try and play games baiting out Encore, because without T-Wave, it's not a threat to the combo of Braviary and Go-Goat. Together, Braviary and Go-Goat can beat Screamtail, but not individually. They go to Heracross. I go Braviary on that. I don't want to get hit by Megahorn. They knocked off. Cool. Is that... Okay, that is the Flame Orb variant. So Brave Bird coming in. Oh, brilliant. They give up Heracross. Okay, 3v3. It's a little bit sketchy. Okay, Garganacl beats this, right? Maybe it doesn't, though. What is going on here? So, okay, let's... So the idea is that they have Iron Defense with Terra Ghost. I would need a free switch to Manaphy, which is going to be very difficult. Okay, we do force the Terra. They Salt Cure. Can I Roost on that? This is not an Iron Defense variant, because if it was, it would have gone for it there, without a doubt. This is not Iron Defense. Or it could be like the ultimate long con where they're waiting even longer, but I don't envision that. We go to Leafeon, okay. We have to bulk up here. Okay. This is fine. Because I'm bulking up a lot. Yeah, this was fine. I don't know what they were trying to do there. Okay. Yeah, this is not Iron Defense, I don't think. Because you would have definitely gone for it by now. Yeah, look at that. Horn Leech. Yep, perfect. All right, we're going to pick up the win there. Not as fluid as I would have liked, but we did get crit, you know. Yeah, the Stealth Rock variant. Yeah, it was not the Body Press variant. We did get critical hit, and I think maybe we were a little inefficient with our movements versus Magmortar, maybe. But overall, fine. Bombardier into Indeedee is fantastic, because we don't feint to Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, they'd have to commit Terra. So I guess, I mean, I don't think they commit Terra here. That sounds like a crazy play to me to commit Terra. Yeah, I don't think so. Because you don't even know my item. I could be Scarf. And if you're Specs, you would get hit. So I think that stayed in. Okay. Life Orb. So good news is that they committed Terra. Bad news is that I lost a Pokemon. But like my rule of thumb is 1.5, right? I don't think it's an amazing trade for them. It's good. They got a Pokemon kill. I don't think it's an amazing trade for them, though. We'll Flip Turn on that. We don't die, and then we can regen, pick up damage, and then go to something else. But that was tricky. I guess maybe I could have gone Alomomola immediately. But realistically, I didn't have a Fairy Switch in to begin with. Either way, I'm happy because now Zekrom can do stuff. 204, right? Saucebuck? We'll Headbutt Flinch. Well, if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we're losing one Pokemon. Honestly, they are getting value out of it. If I don't flinch, right? Okay, they do switch, though. How much does... That was leftovers, right? How much does Flutter Mane do? With Moonblast, it does 70. Okay. 217, 219 faster than me. We'll go Mola. The Aura Sphere. Oh, it's a Calm Mind variant. Okay. Terra Ground Mamoswine might be on the table now. Because they're going to Calm Mind here. Yeah, I might have to Terra Ground. In hindsight, that was a really good early Terra from them. Because to beat Cobalion here, I'm going to have to go Terra Ground Mamo. And realistically, they could just bait the attack and switch here if they don't feel comfortable going for a knockout. So Aura Sphere does 88 to 104. That's a 31% chance to knock me out, which isn't a lot. But you know what? I'm going to, yeah, get rid of Cobalion. Not ideal, but it's fine-ish, right? We've traded back. We've opened up. Zekrom opens up with Cobalion gone. So does Saucebuck, kind of. Fluttermane was annoyed by Calm Mind. Realistically, though, the main problem is that I didn't have a good way to damage Cobalion. So we'll just go Mola here. Mola takes on Greninja pretty comfortably. It's also kind of predictable. If they do have Grass Knot, I'd be in trouble. I don't think I've ever seen Grass Knot, though. Yeah, Dark Pulse, okay. Life Orb. Grass Knot would not KO, is that right? I don't know what they're trying to do. Let's protect. See what they're up to. Dark Pulse, okay. If we can get this flip turn off, we enter in Fluttermane. So we have to avoid flinch, but if we can, we have Fluttermane entering the game. Yeah, okay, don't flinch. Come on. Perfect. 241, 243, we outspeed. Moonblast coming in, one of the strongest Moonblasts in the game, and they don't have a Terra, so no Terra poison to stop me. Yeah, this should be doing good damage. I really like the ideas we have with Saucebuck, and now Greninja's gone, which is good. So they look weak to Fluttermane. If they felt like they had to give up a Pokemon, they're looking weak to Fluttermane. They didn't have a Pokemon that could avoid a 2-hit KO. And our damage roll on Indeedee is we do 42 to 50 to Indeedee. To Lycanroc here, we do around 70-ish. And we would faint to Stone Edge. I can use a Lomamola defensively. That's Lycanroc being fast is a problem. I could just take damage on it, then put it in range of like Mammo chipping it with Shard, or I can go a Lomamola. I'm just going to go defensive here. I'm going to give up a Lomamola. 38 Life Orb. Good to know. Actually, Life Orb is very nice for me. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice for me. That is Life Orb. Okay, now we go Fluttermane. And if they have to give up another fast Pokemon, you're enabling Saucebuck and Zekrom too. Even Mammo at that point. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's good. So they both had to avoid the damage roll and hit the Stone Edge. So you combine that, and it's around... It's a little bit better than a coin flip for them. You combine everything there. So obviously lucky for me, but within the realm of, you know, this is random battles after all. So now Indeedee, if you go Indeedee, you're giving it up. So 4-on-3, no Terra. Cleaver, okay. It could be Scarf, but we would find out here. The thing is, you're opening up Saucebuck now. I just take my damage, and I open up Saucebuck. Because the fact that I outspeed Indeedee is huge. I can also make a decision... Oh, never mind. I'm just going to dodge everything. GG. So, I do think we were still winning because we outspeed Indeedee with Saucebuck. We have a Zekrom at full HP too. One Dragon Dance with Zekrom and it's already cooking there too. We'll pick up Indeedee now. Interesting, they wanted to keep Cleaver alive, which I'm not sure I understand why they want to keep Cleaver alive. Okay, now I definitely don't understand. So it does mean, I think... Honestly, it could have gotten tricky there. So I win if I get my Zekrom Dragon Danced on Cleaver, which I think I would have done here. I would have tried to Dragon Dance on Cleaver, so I think this was winning for me, but I would have to hit a Bolt Strike. Yeah, I'd have to hit a Bolt Strike to win this game. So, yeah, so I think this was fine for me. Because I would set up the Zekrom on the Cleaver there. But yeah, 2290. Let's see if we can do rank on that. 91.8 GXE. 90 GXE is where I consider that you are elite. Like, you're actually really good. Above 90. So if you look on the ladder, there's like a couple of people above 90. So like, most of the people in the top 10 are around 90. In OU, for example, there's much fewer people above 90, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, in OU, very few people above 90. There's like one there. But 90 is like the elite. Like, okay, this is actually kind of crazy. Anyway, Iron Treads into Gambit, easy Volt Switch, okay? Lurantis in. Volcarona is incredibly threatening. Coalossal is also threatening. But not an... It's threatening in a different way. Volcarona immediately makes you make a decision, but Coalossal is more like going for hazards. They could greet a superpower on Coalossal. I'm just going to go Volcarona on that. And I'm not going to quiver. I'm just going to throw off a powerful Fire Blast to figure out what they're about. They're about Entei. Nice crit. Okay. And I've also have the Terra Water. They don't know I have Coalossal, so there's no way they ground move, right? I don't think there's a situation where they ground move. Yeah. Get layers up now. It has to be banded, so we can get layers up now. One spike is going to be very good, in fact. They go Lurantis. I go Volcarona on that. They defog. Now there are decisions to be made. Do I want to quiver Terra Water? Is that crazy? Kind of. I mean, getting rid of an extreme speeder is good. If I'm incredibly greedy, I go to Treads. But if I go to Treads on Entei, what am I playing for, right? Let's rip a quiver here. Okay, what are they doing? Well, they're critical hitting me. Okay, that's one way to do things. Okay, 35. Now I don't even need to Terra, so that's good for me. Bug Buzz is a guaranteed KO. Okay, perfect. I got rid of Entei. My Volcarona does make me weaker to Lurantis, though. Do you think they're going to low kick into Treads? Fake out, okay. That is Silk Scarf. We'll Volt Switch now. I'm not even going to hazard this. Actually, I'm going to Willow this time. Yeah, that's good for me. Okay. Leaf Storm does around 30 to me. How much does Leaf Storm do to Volcarona? It does not KO. So we can go to Volcarona and have one more Fire Blast. Oh, I have Swarm. Swarm Bug Buzz. Here we go. Stronger than Fire Blast now. Flutter Mane? Okay. Okay, so that was not good. Maybe I could have Fire Blasted there. They have to Shadow Ball. I'm going to give up Treads here. They have to Shadow Ball because I think Coalossal's too threatening otherwise. Yeah. Locked into Specs. We'll get our Veil up. My Coalossal looks really good. The crit does not look good. They go to King Gambit, Blizzard, sure. I go Coalossal on this, yeah. The Iron Head. Now Flamethrowers are just gonna rocket here, yeah. Yeah, okay, and I don't take any damage. I can just Flamethrower again. This might be the greatest Coalossal matchup in history. Like 5 Pokemon that lose to it, almost. If they go to Flutter, I have Stone Edge for that. I have to be mindful about King Gambit, but as long as I have Hawlucha, I guess the Terras could be tricky. King Gambit 117, I'm 104. They do outspeed me. The Veil is doing a lot of work here. Flutter Mane. Okay. Yeah, this does nothing to me. Beautiful. We'll Flamethrower again. Yeah, we'll Flamethrower again. Okay. I didn't want to sacrifice Volcarona, for example, and then go to Blastoise, for example, because I want to keep Pokemon around for King Gambit, if that makes sense. Okay, let's be careful here. So they're going to have 2 attacks on Coalossal, but when they do that, they're going to have 2 chances to get burnt, which would give up a setup opportunity. So they're going to fake out for sure. Yeah. And there's 1 burn. Okay. Now I live low kick. Do I want Flamethrower damage on Ambipom? Or do I want a Spike to help me versus King Gambit later? Let's do some advanced analytics here. Blastoise Hydro Pump on King Gambit does 38 to 45. On Smash, that would be 76 to 90. So I do need a spike for King Gambit and Blastoise. So I will spike up here. Okay. I will give up Coalossal. Okay. Now, do I extra greed with Abomasnow? I'm pretty sure I do because of the burn. I live every attack. They would have to Terra Normal to knock me out, to deny Veil, or they could just knock off if they have it. If they have U-turn, do they knock me out? Surely not. Yeah, U-turn does not knock me out. They have to commit Terra if they want to knock out Abomasnow here. And if they do that, they can't Terra King Gambit anymore to stop Hawlucha. Yep. Perfect. Okay, Woodhammer. That is the perfect outcome because we both... Like, we didn't... Abomasnow's not that threatening. We didn't want to allow King Gambit in the game. We'll go to Hawlucha now, into King Gambit. Close combat, we have Veil support. This is looking good. There we go. Alright, 3-on-1. But we have we have Blastoise, so we're fine. Yeah, 47. Oh, we live the Side Strike too. That's really good. Okay, 2304. No, 2312. Yeah, this was a good game. In fact, it might be the thumbnail game. Let's save the replay there for the thumbnail. Alright, let's get one more. Pecharunt into Spidops. Do I have Defog? No. But I'm not that weak to Spidops. So it's kind of fine. Yeah, it's not that bad, actually. I'm gonna Greed. If they Sticky Web, I'm gonna be able to Nasty Plot. They can't Circle Throw me. At best, they have Knockoff, and I would recover that. So now we have some attackers coming in. Okay, give me the Confuse. Knockoff, that was expected, kind of. Well, I mean, we knew Knockoff was coming in. Yeah, where are 2312? That Houndoom comes in. They call it recover. Good play from them. I don't faint to Dark Pulse. I could greet a Malignant Chain here. Where would 2312 put us right now? 2312 is around... It's around top 100. Okay. So if we really wanted to, we could take the Dark Pulse, get a Malignant Chain off on Houndoom. Honestly, I think that's... I mean, what... Okay, the other option is I go to maybe Noivern or Braviary. Noivern honestly takes a hit relatively well. I think Pecharunt's a good enough defensive tool. I want to keep it around, so we go Noivern. Not ideal damage, that's fine though. Boom Burst is a 2-hit KO. They have Pheasantipity, 38 leftovers. That's a tank. Okay. We'll go Grafaiai on that. They beat up, doesn't matter. Get rid of that leftovers. Start attacking with Grafaiai. Gunk Shot does a lot. They don't do enough damage back to me. So they should switch, yep. Leftovers gone. Okay. Now's a good time to go Golurk and Stealth Rock, I believe, yeah. Oh, I misclicked. I meant a Parting Shot there. Whoops. Okay. Now we go to Golurk. Stealth Rock. The reason I want Stealth Rock is for Pheasantipity a little bit. I want to make it easier for Noivern, and regen Pokemon like Slowbro coming in and out is always going to be annoying. I could greed an Earthquake, though, into Houndoom. If they try to get greedy. No, but they don't know that I'm Life Orb and not Banded. I could envision a Spidop sacrifice here. Dondozo, okay. That's kind of free. Aren't you Noivern food? You're also Pecharunt food, too, for that matter. Yeah, this is kind of not a threat at all, to be honest. We're gonna have to be careful, though. Let's go Noivern. Yeah, not a threat. Boom. Hurricane is inaccurate, but Hurricane looks free. They give up Spidops here, to be honest, so... Or they give up Pheasantipity, okay. They didn't need to take damage on that, because you had Spidops to just... That's useful to die, essentially. Dragapult in. So, it does outspeed Noivern. I know for sure now I have strong Hurricanes coming in, or possibly coming in. Dragapult outspeeding Magcargo is tough. It's not heavy-duty boot, so it is more offensive. We'll go Braviary. Is there gonna Draco here? Oh, no, this is kind of... We kind of take this on, because we know it's not... It's Banded, okay. No, it's Life Orb. So Life Orb, Dragon Dance is what this moveset is. We'll go Petch on that. Critical hit, sure. I'm threatening Shadow Ball. I want a Malignant into Houndoom. I also want to... Can I just go... How do I want to... I'm going to Malignant here. I want to get damage on Houndoom. I want to put it in range of Noivern. Okay. Dark Pulse coming in. I don't have a switch in. I think Grafaiai is not that useful because it whiffs into Dozo and Slowbro. So yeah, I'm fine doing this and just going for Gunk Shot. We're not likely to KO, but we have a chance of doing it. Oh, they have Sucker Punch anyway. That's actually a problem for Noivern too. We'll go to Magcargo. Oh, this is actually kind of tricky. This is actually kind of tricky. It's not a winning matchup. The Dozo causes complications here. Yeah. Okay. 38. And now they're going to give up Spidops for sure. After... So I'm going to go Noivern on Dozo. Honestly, there's a Magcargo angle here waiting to happen. They rest. Yep. They're going to give up Spidops for sure this time. Yeah. No, they're giving up Pheasantipity. Or trying to, at least. Okay. Well, that gives me Pecharunt here to recover. Which I want to do. I want to recover with Pecharunt. Let's Malignant. Give me something good with Malignant. Okay. Oh, this has potential. Okay. That is good. Now, what's not good are my switching opportunities. Braviary is my weak link. It's not fantastic. Go Pheasantipity. I go back to Pecharunt. Okay. What's the game here? Because if I have Terra Dark on my Pecharunt, I have to wait for Pheasantipity to run out of... I need to wait for Pheasantipity to die. But then once I do that, I start getting opportunities. Because after Pheasantipity dies, then I can Terra Dark without consequence. That's what I'm playing for. Okay. Recover kind of obvious here. I could Shadow Ball, but I think it's long term. I want to stay healthy for potentially Dragapult too, if it comes down to it. If I were them, I'd go Houndoom, though. Spidops, that's just kind of giving it up here, isn't it? You knock off for 25, but that doesn't matter. . Houndoom in, okay. And again, I don't want to commit the Terra Dark as long as the Pheasantipides are around. Okay. Yeah, I want to keep my Terra. So this is tricky again. I suppose now I can Shell Smash. I imagine they go Dozo here. No, Shell Smash doesn't even help me, because it invites Dragapult. I think they want to keep Houndoom for Pecharunt too. I'm going to go Noivern. Yep, I'm going to go Noivern on the Pheasantipede. Hurricane is a knockout if I can hit. Hurricane is a knockout if I can hit. So I got the double switch right. Now I have to get the accuracy right. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, Noivern. I trusted you. It paid off. Now, I think we win with Terra Dark Pecharunt. I want to give up Golurk. But I don't want to get farmed by Dragon Dance Dragapult. I think it's worth it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I can go to Pecharunt. Yes. They don't do a lot to me unless they terrestrialize. They'd have to Terra Dragon. But even then, I can farm the Dozo later to recover. I can farm the Slowbro to recover. Yeah, once I have Terra Dark... Do I want to commit Terra Dark now itself? I mean... I think... Ooh, what if they're... Okay. What if they're trying to play for that Terra Blast... I think I do Terra now. Right? Yep. There we go. Perfect. Now we're looking very good. Yep, go Noivern now. They wave crash, a little unfortunate, but that's fine. Now we drop Dracos. Yep. Yeah, this is fine. Drop a Draco. Then we're going to drop another one. Everything's weakened. Macargo outspeeds Dozo, so it can get like a dying power gem. And if they attack into it, you wave crash for a lot of HP damage. Dragapult in. The Dragon Dance as expected. Okay, now it's kind of a 50-50-ish. No, not really. Shadow Ball. Yeah. Because to knock us out, Dozo just takes too much damage. This is completely winning now. Yep, we go to Macargo now. And as long as we have Noivern in the back for Dozo, we win. So they can't switch Dozo in freely here. Yep, perfect. Alright, this was a very close game. Pretty happy with the outcome, though. Yeah, we always win here. Yeah, because even if they wave crash, Noivern cleans up. So that was a good one. We're going to make it to maybe 2350-ish, 2330-ish rather. 2333. We're going to end it there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.